Oh yes, the Hampton Bay Littleton. The cheapest fan money could buy at Home Depot. This particular fan here is from 2005. The Littleton's been around ever since the early 90s, and they swapped hands between being made by S.M.C or Aircool. They were first made by S.M.C, then in the late 90s they were made by Aircool for a brief time. Then they were made by S.M.C once again, and they were made by Aircool in the late 2000s. And now they're back being made by S.M.C. Like I said, this one here is made by S.M.C. It's from 2005. 3-speed electrically reversible fan. White blades, white finish. The only finish these fans are only sold in. Washed oak blades on top. Integrated schoolhouse light. Pretty simple. This fan is brand new. I do have the original box for it, and I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. But the Littleton's actually a childhood fan of mine. I bought this one just to have one new, but I do have the original one that I've had ever since I was a kid. This one here's a bit older. It's from 2002, and it's definitely been used. It's been outside for a few years. It's been in my garage for a few years, and it shows that, but it's still here. The globe I don't think is original to the fan. I think that the original globe broke a long time ago, but it's still here and it works just fine. So to give you a better look at the washed oak blades. Like I said, white on top. So. The only difference between this one here and this one here is that this one here is has what's called an Acu arm, where you can see where there's a nub that sticks up within the motor slot there, which holds the arm in position, so you don't have to fight it trying to align the screw holes. This one here does not have that feature. You can see the slot in the motor where the Acu arm sticks up within on this fan, but this one just has standard blade irons. So let's go ahead and start this new one up first, and we'll show you what mine does after. Fan's a bit hummy and buzzy. Some part of the blame for that is my mounting, of course. But decent low. Take it up to medium. Globe on the fan's a little buzzy. And high. High speed doing roughly 190 RPM. Blade pitch around 10 or 11 degrees. It moves a subtle amount of air. It's no Hunter original, but I mean, it's a hugger fan after all. These things just normally just don't move as much air. Just the way it is. So we're gonna let this one coast. And we'll jump in and start this one up. We'll flip it up in reverse and show you updrift. Speeds are relatively the same on updraft versus downdraft. This fan just stopped, by the way. Okay, so those who want to know what spin downs are like. And here's high. High speed doing roughly the same speed, 190 RPM. Maybe a little bit slower, but like I said, performance is about the same. One thing that surprises me is that this fan hasn't been used in quite a few years. It's been sitting in a tote. And it's been installed outside for X amount of years. It's been installed in my garage for X amount of years. But the bearings on the fan are still rather smooth. They make a little bit of noise, but despite that, I mean, the fan bearings are still in good shape. I mean, the fan wasn't used a whole terrible lot over the years, but you know, being in damp locations like outside and stuff will definitely do a number to them over time. Yeah, this one here I specifically remember seeing in a catalog or in an ad in the newspaper for Home Depot. I believe, I'm not sure if the fan was on sale at the time or the actual price, but this fan was $14.88, brand new. This one here is likely it's about 20 bucks. Like I said, these things are, you know, cheap, the cheapest fan that you can buy from Hampton Bay. And Home Depot for that matter. Hunter never even thought about making a cheap fan like this. And you get what you pay for on these things. These things are definitely no Casablanca. They're no Hunter original. They don't move an extreme amount of air. They're made for economical, throwaway style fan. These things are meant to be installed in apartments, condos, or cheap construction houses that, you know, were... And these things are subject to quite a bit of abuse from people. Just the way society is. But that's the life of a Littleton for you. That's, you know, life of any cheap fan for you, really. You know, they're just put up to throw some air around and used and abused, and when they die, they get replaced with some other cheap crap. So, let's go and show you the box for this one. And here's the box. I got this fan from eBay. You can see the person stuck the shipping label right on top of the box there. But it's got the classic green and gray Hampton Bay box. Shows you the AccuArm arm there. The box that my fan came in was identical, with the exception of the AccuArm arm not being there because that wasn't a thing yet. Pretty simple box design. Top of it there just shows you basic information and such. Unfortunately, this fan did not come with the instruction booklet. This was an open box when I got it. This is all the documentation I got. Just a little bit of foam packaging and recycling information. Parts replacement or troubleshooting or help from S.M.C. 15-year warranty card. And a Philips 60-watt incandescent fan-rated light bulb. Yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, the only reason why I bought them one new in the box is just to have a new one. You know, but they're definitely childhood fans, and I definitely plan on hanging on to them. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on these two Hampton Bay Littleton ceiling fans. The foreground one from 2005. The older one in the background is from 2002. See you next time.